Hello and welcome to our daily sketching routine. It is Wednesday, October 8th, 2025, and today's topic is going to be painting a jack-o'-lantern iPhone wallpaper. Before we begin, welcome back if you're returning, and welcome if you're new to the channel. I sketch and post every day, and I use a timer to stay focused and to build a habit. I'll start a 10-minute timer, although I'm going to be fast-forwarding through some of it, but the idea is that I just outlined the shape of my phone. This was inspired by another picture that I did. You might want to, if you want to find this somewhere in the archives, it's basically going to be kind of the same technique, but a little bit different. Basically, I'm going to use these colors, and that's what this is. So this will be the lighter color, and then this will be like it's somewhat darker, but it's also more saturated, but it's like, these are both Sharpies. There's like another Sharpie, and so I'm going to use this as kind of the background, but I'm also going to use this, it's another Sharpie, but like a black marker, but we'll see. It's also an experiment, and part of it is mainly like what would look good, like what I would like as a wallpaper, but it might give you some ideas. So yeah, the first part I will just fast forward. I'm going to start with like a light orange. I found a picture of like jack-o'-lanterns. Alright, so that's the basic sketch. The next thing I'll do is put in some of this color for the background. And I'm basically going to kind of fill it, but then leave the pumpkins for now. Alright, so that's the basic sketch. And then this is the dark color, but before I even do that, I might just fill in some of I'll use like the chisel point here for these pumpkins. Now I want to use the white of the paper as like the highlight, so I'll leave some of that open. So I'll go in with this one to basically do like the dark area and start to be a little bit more defining. That'll be the light and dark of the jack-o'-lanterns. So I'm going to go ahead and create the border. I like to not outline the border so that I don't try to be too careful in the beginning, but now it's going into like the detailing. So yeah, at this point, it's not bad. I mean, it's a sketch. It's very sketchy, and the layout's okay. I mean, it could be a very sketchy wallpaper. The next thing it would be to detail it more, like refine the shapes a little bit more. I mean, that would help. this and just see what happens. Because I do want it to look darker. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, this is like a bright color. I'm going to think about like its details. So I'm kind of thinking about, okay, this is the wallpaper part of it. This is the way it's going to actually look. So I'm going to move the paper, and yeah, I'll kind of fast forward through this, but you kind of have to just give it some thought, and then like the paint strokes kind of matter. So yeah, I mean, it's not a bad look. I think black and then orange, like they kind of go together. Wherever like the darker purple area, I'm just going to add some of that effect to it. So yeah, that's really for the effect of it. But then the other thing could be to go back in and then go over it again. Now to clean up some of this area, I'm going to use the medium point, like felt tip pen, just to clean this thing up. But then also, it can also be used to do the detail like around. Again, to blend some of this in, you can just go over it again, kind of like this. To kind of add a little bit of color harmony, I'm going to go in with the lighter orange and just kind of fill in the white spaces here. So yeah, I just did that to kind of harmonize it a little bit. And then the other thing is I'll just go back over it with the purple to kind of sync this back. So yeah, this is an experiment. I mean, it's just to give you some ideas. To further sort of bring things together, I think that you could use like the black marker and then just make it look a little bit more, like draw in a little bit more stuff. So like combine this. So this part, I'm going to go in with this, like the thinner pen, and blend it. So that's one way to blend that. I'll just kind of go in this direction for a while, and then you can also do some cross hatching in certain areas, kind of like this. That's just like details, like stuff that comes from experimenting with it. So one last thing that can add, well, there's a lot more that can be done. There's also like yellow. So for example, and this can be, you don't necessarily have to do this with all of it, but like there's like a yellow marker. So maybe leave the white of the paper, but just kind of do this kind of thing. And the other thing is you can go in with like this isn't too bad of a look actually, but if you have some of these like finer point, these are Papermate color pens, you can start to add more detail, kind of like right here, just to see what it looks like. Yeah, so you can do this, shade it, and have more like fine detail. And I mean, it's not a bad look, but I mean, that would take some time. But just basically do some shading. But yeah, after that, it would just take time to kind of bring everything together. I mean, it's not a bad look already. But yeah, I wanted to just play around, experiment, share some ideas, get into the spooky season. I want to thank you for joining me for our daily sketching routine, and if you enjoy these videos, please support the channel. I appreciate it, and until next time, keep on sketching.